Do you ever feel like you are stuck in the same place? Despite setting goals and making plans, you want more, but somehow progress feels slow or worth non-existent. The truth is, success is not just about having the right strategy or opportunity. It's about taking radical responsibility for your own growth. Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. In each episode, I dive deep into the intricacies of the human mind, exploring the power of positive thinking, resilience, and the strategies to cultivate a mindset that propels you towards success. So buckle up for a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. In today's episode of the Mentium podcast, I'm talking about one of the most critical yet underrated traits of highly successful people: self-accountability. I'll break down what it truly means to hold yourself accountable, why it's key to unlocking your potential, and how you can develop a system that ensures you show up for yourself every single day. As we gear up for the launch of the Mentium Institute, this message couldn't be more important. If you're serious about taking control of your success, today's episode is for you. Why accountability is the foundation of success. Let's be real. Most people don't struggle because they lack talent or intelligence. They struggle because they lack accountability. Think about it. If you had to report your progress on your goals to someone every week, wouldn't you be more likely to follow through? That's because accountability creates urgency, discipline, and results. But here's the thing. Most of us rely too much on external accountability. We wait for a boss to give us deadlines, a coach to tell us what to do, or a mentor to push us forward. And while having outside accountability is helpful, it's not enough. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They hold themselves accountable, not just to others, but to themselves. Think about top athletes. Yes, they have coaches, but it's what they do when no one is watching that truly sets them apart. Kobe Bryant, for example, was known for his insane work ethic, getting up at 4 a.m. to train, even when no one was telling him to. That's self-accountability in action. So, what exactly is self-accountability, and how does it differ from external accountability? External accountability is when you are answerable to someone else, a boss, a mentor, a work partner, or even an audience. Self-accountability, however, is when you take full responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your progress, even when no one is checking in on you. Now, external accountability is great, but it's not always reliable. What happens when no one is watching? What happens when the motivation fades away? That's why self-accountability is so powerful. It ensures that you take ownership of your actions regardless of external pressures. Consider entrepreneurs. Unlike employees, they don't have a manager setting their deadlines or tracking their hours. Their success is directly tied to their ability to show up and execute, even when they don't feel like it. That's why only a small percentage of people can sustain long-term success in business. Self-accountability is the ultimate game changer. Okay, now let's get into how to actually build self-accountability. Here are 4 practical steps you can start implementing today. Number 1, set non-negotiable standards for yourself. Winners don't negotiate with themselves. They set clear rules about what they will and won't do. A disciplined person doesn't decide each day whether they will go to the gym or not. They've already committed in advance. Now ask yourself, what standards do you need to set for yourself to move closer to your goals? Number 2, track your progress like your life depends on it. What gets measured gets managed. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, talks about the power of habit tracking. When you visually track your habits, you are more likely to stay consistent. Here's an action step for you. Start tracking your habits, whether it's in a journal, an app, or simply a checklist. Number 3, develop a personal consequence or reward system. If there is no consequence for inaction, you will always find an excuse. Jerry Seinfeld used the don't break the chain method, marking an X on the calendar every day he wrote a joke. Missing a day broke the streak, which created a psychological incentive to stay consistent. Create your own system. What will you reward yourself with for progress? What consequence will you set for slacking off? Number 4, find an accountability anchor. Even though self-accountability is key, external accountability can help reinforce it. If you commit to waking up early, tell a friend to check in on you. If you are launching a business, make a public declaration to hold yourself accountable. Here's a challenge. Find a friend, coach, or a community that will push you to stay committed. One of the biggest challenges with self-accountability is that, let's face it, life gets in the way. Yes, life will always be lifing. That's exactly why we are launching the Mentium Institute. Because while self-accountability is crucial, being in the right environment makes it 10 times easier to stay on track. Inside the Mentium Institute, you will have coaching, mentorship to help you set and stick to your goals, a community of like-minded people who push you to be better, accountability spaces where you will be challenged to follow through. If you struggle with consistency, this space is for you. Visit mentium.org to learn more about how to join. Let's recap what we covered today. Success starts with owning your actions and not making excuses. Self-accountability means taking full responsibility even when no one is watching. The 4 steps to mastering self-accountability are: set non-negotiable standards, track your progress, use a consequence and reward system, and finally, find an accountability anchor. Your challenge this week: identify one area in your life where you've been making excuses. What's one action you can take today to hold yourself accountable? To close this episode, let's just say accountability is the secret ingredient to long-term success. It's the difference between wishing for something and actually achieving it. If you're ready to step up your accountability and take real action towards your goal, stay tuned for a launch of the Mentium Institute, a space built for high achievers who want to grow with the right support and accountability. If this episode resonated with you, share it in your circle with a friend who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Let's build a community of people who take full responsibility of their success. Until next time, take responsibility, take action, and make it happen. But most importantly, take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.